Salut zusammen, my name is Metin Sender and this channel is bringing you tips, tricks and tools all around my favorite topic, social media. So consider subscribing. I already made two videos about the Canon M50. The first one was about my switch from Sony to Canon in general, and the second one is about my 8 learnings I did while traveling with the Canon M50. You can find the links to those videos down below, or I will, just put the info cards up there somewhere. Yeah, please check them out after this video if you like so. So I'm mainly addressing this video to people who, want to step up their social media game a little bit more, who want to start with a YouTube channel, who want to be more effective and efficient with their content creation. So if you're a pro photographer, maybe there are a few things you can learn here too, but I guess you already know a lot of things here. But I will be really happy if you still stay and watch the video. Alright, let's get into it. The Canon M50 is a mirrorless camera, and the name says it, there's something missing, which makes the camera a lot more compact, smaller, and therefore a featherweight actually compared to the classic DSLR cameras, which is a great thing because you can just take the camera everywhere. I mean, you can't obviously put it in your pocket, but you can throw it in your bag and create the content you need and you want to everywhere. So the second thing might be a little bit weird because a lot of camera has this, but the flip screen is such an amazing thing to have. Especially a flip screen in a mirrorless camera with an APS-C sensor, and this form factor, this is a thing, because there are a lot of other APS-C sensor mirrorless cameras without a flip screen. So this is just really a thing to mention, because if you're starting out, you want to be sure to get in frame. So I can just like peek a little bit to the side and see the flip screen, so I can frame it, and then I'm sure that the framing is okay, that I'm in the picture. This makes a lot of things a lot easier. And it is a touch screen, so when you're in frame, then you can just tap your face and it will continuously autofocus to your face, which is also a great thing because it doesn't help a lot when you're in frame but out of focus, right? So the third thing to mention is the sensor size. It is an APS-C sensor, which makes it, which is just great. Like the 70D has the same sensor size, the 80D, the 7D from Canon, from Sony it's the Alpha 6000 series, which with the same size. So this is a really good and big sensor size to deal with. The fourth amazing thing is that you can change the lenses if you want so. So, the kit lens it's an amazing lens. I encourage people to use and to squeeze out everything you can with the kit lens, because especially when you're just learning, when you just started, so you can do a lot of things with the kit lens, and then you recognize while filmmaking, while taking photos, that maybe another lens will be better for the thing you want to do. So this is where you start to get better, or to define what you need, and then you can just change the lens, so you don't have to switch the whole camera and put on other lenses, which is great. So there are a lot of EFM lenses which are made for the mirrorless cameras for Canon. But you can buy an adapter from Canon, and then you can put on other EFS lenses, which are a lot more around than EFM lenses. So consider that if you want to, step up your game a little bit more, and when you're ready to spend some money for other lenses. The fifth thing, which is amazing to me, is the mic input. So there are a lot of cameras with a mic input, but there are not a lot of mirrorless cameras with an APS-C sensor, a flip screen, and with this price tag, which have a microphone input. This is such an amazing thing to have, because before I had a lav mic here, so I had to synchronize the picture with the sound. on the computer in post, so which took a lot of time actually. So I can just now, you know, put in the video and start editing. So this is just 1, 2, 3 steps less that I have to do to create content and put it out as efficient as possible. A little extra tip here: consider to buy the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. There are a lot of microphones you can put on top and plug it into your cameras, but one particular feature I love most is actually that it automatically starts to record when you hit the record button. So this is really great because you don't have to, you know, take care about, you know, if is the microphone on or not, and then you realize afterwards that the microphone wasn't on. So you don't have to think about it. You just press the record button and well, it starts to record too. So this is such a great thing and helps you getting more efficient with creating content. The sixth thing is the data transfer. The camera has Wi-Fi, NFC and also Bluetooth. So with the Camera Connect app from Canon, you can just, you know, transfer all the pictures you have on your iPhone or on your smartphone and start editing like with Snapseed or ViscoCam, and, you know, put out high quality images right into your social media channels like Instagram. The seventh thing is the slow motion capability. So when you're shooting in full HD, so 1080p, then you can shoot with 60 frames per second, which gives you a quite smooth slow motion effect, which is such a great thing to watch actually. You can also shoot in 120 frames per second, which is also great, but you can only shoot 120 frames per second with 720p, so with only HD quality. But I shoot in full HD. I'm shooting right now in full HD because even though this camera has the capability of shooting in 4K, I still shoot in full HD because there are two reasons why I do it. The first thing is the file size I have to deal with. So when I shoot in 4K, I have 4 times more the file size I'm used to edit actually, and so the rendering takes a lot more time, and you know, I'm not that efficient actually. Another thing is that, you know, when you shoot 4K with the Canon M50, the dual autofocus system doesn't work when you shoot 4K. So, and the eighth thing is the price tag. I mean, you get an APS-C sensor mirrorless camera with a flip screen, with a touch screen, and with a microphone input from Canon. So this is a quite great thing. The camera comes with the kit lens for $699, and this is a good price for it. You know, like, this is just amazing. This is why I bought it. The price is great. All the features are actually the ones that I needed to be more efficient creating content for you guys. So yeah, I'm really happy with the camera, as you can tell, right? If you're just starting out, then you still have to buy some other stuff too. Well, there are bundles out there, but still there is a certain price tag to it too. So when you buy the camera, what you get is obviously the camera, then the kit lens, and you have also one battery inside of it. So what you need to buy also is an SD card, obviously, and I would highly recommend to buy at least a second battery for the camera. What you also need is a mic if you want to record yourself speaking, or if you want to record sound. But yeah, I will link everything in the description below, so you can check out what I am using. What you will also need afterwards is maybe a Gorilla Pod, you know, for if you're into vlogging, which is a great thing to have, and also, or a tripod, which is also a good thing, you know, if you want to shoot time lapses or whatever. So, you know, the camera right now is also on a tripod. So yeah, this is something you'll need, but tripods are really expensive ones and quite cheap ones. So, you know, to get started, you can go with a cheap one. And also you'll need a camera bag. You know, there are a lot of different styles. You know, you have like messenger bags and backpacks and smaller, you know, like these kind of bags. But I would recommend actually something like this, because you can throw this in your backpack, which I always do actually, and I have this backpack and I have my other stuff in it, and then I can, you know, do the camera stuff here and put it in my backpack. So you can, you know, transform kind of a backpack into a camera backpack if you wish so. And if you just planned a little, you know, walk or something, then you can just carry this one. And so you have then two options actually. But if I had to choose, I will definitely choose a backpack. So that was it actually. These are my 8 reasons why the Canon M50 is, in my opinion, the best camera for social media content creation. So if you liked the video, please do not hesitate to subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.